Before history is written, it's played. Before it's frozen in time, it's fought one shift at a time. Before it's etched in silver, it's carved in ice. What happens next will last forever. The Stanley Cup Final on ABC and ESPN Plus begins Saturday.
Another day is here, and you're ready for it. What to wear? Check. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner? Check. Planning for what's next and how to save for it? That's where Bank of America can help. For your financial to-dos, Bank of America has experts ready to help get you closer to your goals. Get started at one of our local financial centers or 24/7 in our mobile banking app. Find a location near you at bankofamerica.com/talktous. What would you like the power to do? Mobile banking requires downloading the app and is only available for select devices. Message and data rates may apply. Bank of America N.A., member FDIC.
When you need mealtime inspiration, it's worth shopping Kroger, where you'll find over 30,000 mouth-watering choices that excite your inner foodie. And no matter what tasty choice you make, you'll enjoy our everyday low prices, plus extra ways to save, like digital coupons worth over $600 each week. You can also save up to $1 off per gallon at the pump with fuel points. More savings and more inspiring flavors make shopping Kroger worth it every time. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Fuel restrictions apply.
Thanks for choosing this free Anfield Index podcast. If you'd prefer to listen to this or any of our other shows without adverts, then now's the time to check out Anfield Index Pro. With AI Pro, you can supercharge your entire listening experience. You'll not only get all of our podcasts without the ads, but you'll have them far faster with our Quick Publish feature available exclusively for subscribers. AI Pro also puts you in the heart of our sound studio, with an option to listen to many of our shows live and interact with the podcasters in real time as the shows are recording. Upgrading couldn't be easier. AI Pro is available on all popular podcast platforms, and we have our own apps for Apple and Android. Just head on over to AnfieldIndexPro.com and get started today.
Good morning, ladies and gents. Good afternoon, maybe. Good evening, even wherever you are, whatever you're doing. Welcome to Sunday's edition, the 9th of June, of the Daily Red podcast. So I'm Dave Davis, coming to you from a nice, bright and sunny Edinburgh, here to talk through things at Liverpool. So we'll do our normal. We'll talk around what's going on, the latest Liverpool stories, what's on the site, pods, things to keep an eye on, and to set you up for the remaining part of the weekend, ladies and gents. And it seems the smartest place to start would be a bit of an international roundup, because that's where a lot of Reds are, isn't it, right now? Be it for Europe, be it for Copa America sides, whoever it may be. So let's talk all things internationals. And quite a few of our boys played yesterday, it's important to say. So Dominik Szoboszlai, he was captain of Hungary, played 57 minutes yesterday. Now, he did go off injured, and there was a lot of concern because he looked like a left groin, left thigh injury. And naturally, Hungary held its breath, and us selfishly as Liverpool fans thought a bit like, okay, what does that mean? We know there's injury issues this season. Now, here's the quotes that are taken from M4, which is Hungarian sports channel apparently, from Dominik Szoboszlai. He said, "I'll be fine. My legs were a little stiff. I felt something, and I didn't want to take any risks. That's why I came off." Yeah, you have to hope with that, because you don't want Dominik Szoboszlai feel any risks or issues with the Euros, and then more importantly, pre-season and everything that follows. So that's the first player. Second player, Alisson, did captain a young Brazil side, Brazil's number 110. Yes, you did hear me right there, Brazil's number 110. The reason for that was 110 years of the Seleção, and I'm probably butchering Portuguese there, but yeah, he was captain at 3-2 victory, played the full game, obviously. Conor Bradley, now there's a couple of 5-1 jobs in here. Conor Bradley played 66 minutes for Northern Ireland, who did take the lead against Spain, funnily enough, in their international friendly, and then lost 5-1. Luis Diaz played 71 minutes as Colombia beat the USA 5-1. He didn't register a goal or assist, so you can all take your thoughts on that. And Diogo Jota only played a half, but did get Portugal's equaliser at the time. However, they were beaten by Croatia. So those were our lads in international performance yesterday. Coming up today, you are likely to see Lewis Koumas for Wales, Ibou Konate for France, and then tomorrow, Mo Salah in Egypt's final friendly. So then hopefully he can depart, and whether he's growing his hair, whatever the speculation, just have a good rest before everything starts. I could also mention Salah, as in it kind of came out later yesterday, but Fabrizio Romano, people will take whatever they think of the source. My job was just to report it, ladies and gents, said that it's this week that Liverpool will start having the conversations, apparently, with those three stars, i.e. Salah, Virgil and Trent, over their contracts. That's according to Fabrizio Romano. And sticking on a journalist theme, it seems important to focus on the story that a lot of people are quoting on. Ian Doyle from The Echo, in regards to his transfer updates, gave multiple updates. First thing he said was Ignacio, the Sporting left-back, centre-back, is not high on shortlist, which just back up what a few have been saying. David Lynch had that the other day, that he's not on the list at all, whereas Ian Doyle saying he's not high. So there's kind of a balance there. He said that Hull are interested in James McConnell, so one of the young stars of the Carabao Cup victory, played quite a few games, got a nasty streak in a great way about him, hasn't he, James McConnell? Could be a great move to go there. I would see that as a brilliant move for him, especially as you think of what they've done with Tyler Morton, how well Carvalho had a second half of the season there. That does seem a great move. Probably the one bit that, again, my job just to report it, whether you like it or not. He mentions FSG do want younger players, and they are in the market for a 6, but it is not one of the priority positions of the summer. And he also says they also dismissed Ederson, which does go along with what a few others of the patch journos were saying, will like it or not. That is what the article says. Also mentions that Luis Diaz, is courted by PSG and Barcelona, and the wide forward position is more likely to be strengthened due to the discussions around Diaz and Salah's futures at the moment. So, yeah, Ian Doyle saying that he's centre-back by definition, but wide forward likely on the agenda ahead of a 6. Like it or not, that is what the news says. And he also mentions that Caoimhin Kelleher is a possible departure, and price-wise, that they look at the 15 million that was bid by Nottingham Forest in January when they rejected that, expect closer to double, which again does back up what David Lynch was saying the other day. The Liverpool expect a fee well north of 20 million. That's how they value him, and based that James Trafford valuation there. So it will be interesting to see what happens in that regard. Quite a few updates there from Ian Doyle.
With threats to our nation waiting around every corner, adaptability is more important than ever. When conditions change without notice, quick strategic thinking is crucial. And with obstacles consistently impending, determination is essential in overcoming them. It's this willingness, decisiveness, and resilience that sets Marines apart. With our fighting spirit, we don't just fight battles, we win them. Marines are the constant our nation counts on to fight the unknown. And through adaptable problem solving, we do just that. Learn more at Marines.com.
Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. With the price of just about everything going up during inflation, we thought we'd bring our prices down. So to help us, we brought in a reverse auctioneer, which is apparently a thing.
Mint Mobile Unlimited Premium Wireless. How to get 30, 30, bit to get 30, bit to get 20, 20, 20, bit to get 20, 20, bit to get 15, 15, 15, 15, just $15 a month? Sold!
Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
$45 up front for 3 months plus taxes and fees. Promo rate for new customers for limited time. Unlimited more than 40 gigabytes per month. Slows full terms at mintmobile.com.
Think you know the Brooks Ghost? Think again. Introducing the all-new, better-than-ever Ghost 16. Now with nitrogen-infused cushioning for lightweight, supreme softness that feels good every step, every street, every single day. So go ahead, take your daily joyride in the all-new nitrogen-infused Ghost 16. It'll turn your everyday miles into everyday endorphins. Let's run there. Head to brooksrunning.com to learn more.
Dutch updates now, ladies and gentlemen. I was thinking, what are you talking about? Dutch updates. There was quite a lot of quotes from Dutch managers, Dutch players around our Dutch players who currently play for Liverpool, funnily enough. Louis van Gaal, a name you may not have expected, was first up. He was on Sky Sports. What did he say? He was talking about Erik ten Hag and Arne Slot and, that situation. Probably the important quotes to take are that, Ten Hag, he said he should be given more time. And obviously, reference, he should have been given more time. Take that when no one cares. However, did say Arne Slot is the best technical coach from the Netherlands at the moment. So a bit of praise there from Van Gaal. Dutch-wise as well, Rafa van der Vaart. He's been very critical of players in the past, very critical, as we know, but was talking about Ryan Gravenberch recently. He said, yesterday, in the matches he's played, you can see that he is really a quality midfielder. I think he is so good. His potential is incredible. He really has the potential to be world-class. We have heard this a lot about Ryan Gravenberch and his potential and what he could be. Maybe people want to see it a bit more. Maybe we will see something next season, because he does feel a little bit like the odd man. Yeah, I think it's better to say in midfield, especially if it's 4-2-3-1 or 4-3-3, whichever way you position it. I think a lot of people have Gravenberch as that. Where's he going to play? Where's he going to get his minutes? Be interesting to see if Arne Slot shares Rafa van der Vaart's sentiment. And speaking of Dutch sentiments, Gini Wijnaldum was interviewed as well. So the quotes that came out from late yesterday or released this morning. And he was talking about Arne Slot as well. So he said, at the beginning of the season, I trained for a few days at Feyenoord, and there I saw how Slot worked. That was of a very high level. I thought it was really great. I can compare it with Klopp and Mourinho, and then I say that Slot is at the same level. So we've not heard from Arne Slot yet, naturally, which people will have their opinions on. I get all that type of thing. However, positive quotes from Louis van Gaal, very positive quotes from Gini on the man himself within the last 24 hours. So that's why I was saying Dutch updates from Dutch people. There you go. There is a lot of praise for our incoming manager, head coach, whatever you want to describe him as. Speaking of roles, anyone want to be a performance insights lead? I was thinking, what the hell is a performance insights lead? That is something that Liverpool have yesterday advertised on LinkedIn, like they're starting to do, and Will Spearman even tweeted it. Yes, that Will Spearman, to say this vacancy is now live. So what is this role, as people will ask? Well, according to the advert, it says Liverpool have an exciting opportunity to join as a performance insight lead within our research department. You'll provide relevant data in a centralized, accessible way to the medical, fitness, and sports science team. And that'll include surfacing and analyzing match training and testing data. Tell you what, the geeks will be geeking out about this, won't they? Absolutely role galore coming up and changes in this department. And this role, by the way, as it says, closely working with fitness, medical and sports science teams, the research department, and even supervising a PhD student on performance-related projects, which means Dr. Phil Bart will probably be dusting that 1973 CV off and getting that old brown woodpecker suit ready to go. You fancy there, don't you? Yeah, working in performance data, performance management, performance improvement, performance everything, lads. So there you go. A new role on the block at Liverpool. LinkedIn as well. Keep your eye on LinkedIn if you want to work in football. Couple of minimum things to say. You have to have a STEM field, whatever that is, bachelor's degree in STEM subject, and ideally a master's PhD. So I'm afraid being good on Football Manager or the fact you can do Excel and pivot tables, lads, ain't going to cut it for Edwards and the lads on the laptop. So there you go. That's the latest job update, Liverpool-wise. And we always talk about going round the houses, so there's quite a few articles around Minte. Ben Boxak's done a few bits. Quite a few people have commented around his stats, one to watch, so a few to read there on Anfield Index. Podwise as well, definitely worth a listen. That Dave and Carl have released one for AI Euro 2024 players to watch. And that starts on the 14th, doesn't it? So it starts on Friday, less than a week to go. There's a lot of things going on in June. As This is Anfield have commented on and released the specific articles, the big markers in June. So the 14th of June, Friday, transfer window opens and the Euros kick off. 4 days later, on the 18th, the fixtures are released. And then 3 days after that, the Copa America starts on the 21st of June. So there's a lot happening and a lot to just keep a note of date-wise for you in the coming weeks, as it were. And even quicker for you, if you do want to shop anything Liverpool official, and you do want to get any kits or whatever for you, family, friends, whatever, and it's official gear that you're looking for, Thank You 20. Thank You 20, all together, all caps locks, no spacers. That is the code where there's 20% off all LFC merchandise on their website. And that is the last day of it, apparently, today, just in case anyone does want the official gear. I'm not saying that's for me, but quite a few sites are advertising it, so it's right for me to say it. And ladies and gents, we'll see what else breaks. We'll see what else comes up. On Sunday, the 9th of June, that was your Daily Red podcast.
We hope you enjoyed listening to this Anfield Index show. Please be sure to subscribe to our channel so future podcasts find their way to your device automatically. There's nothing quite like fan engagement, and we'd love to know what you think of anything discussed on this show. The best way to get in touch is over on our free Discord community, where both podcasters and listeners debate the hottest LFC topics 24/7. Sign up free now at AnfieldIndex.com/Discord. You won't regret it. You can also follow us on Twitter at Anfield Index and find us on Facebook by searching for Anfield Index. Oh, and before you go, we'd love it if you could leave us a 5-star review on your favourite podcast app. It only takes a couple of seconds, and it means the world to the people who create these free shows.
Sports Social Podcast Network.